Oscar Piastri's name has quickly become a familiar presence in Formula One. From his impressive junior career to his arrival at McLaren, he has been marked as one of the most promising young drivers on the grid. Yet, as with every rising talent, comparisons are inevitable. For Piastri, the name most frequently mentioned alongside his is none other than Alain Prost, the four-time world champion who shaped McLaren's golden era. While flattering, such parallels carry both weight and expectation. In the world of Formula One, comparisons to legends rarely come without scrutiny, and for Piastri, the task of carving out his own identity has already begun. His calm driving style, calculated decisions, and ability to remain composed in high-pressure moments have fueled the narrative. But what does Piastri think of being linked to one of the sport's greatest? His response is as telling as it is mature, highlighting his awareness of history while maintaining focus on his own path. Oscar Piastri's journey through the junior categories was nothing short of remarkable. Winning consecutive championships in Formula Renault, Formula 3, and Formula 2 placed him among an elite group of drivers who dominated every level they entered. His seamless transition across series reflected not just talent, but also adaptability, an essential trait for success in Formula One. McLaren saw in him not only raw pace, but also the discipline to translate potential into performance. By the time he stepped into the F1 paddock, Piastri was already carrying the label of future champion. However, this label comes with a double edge: recognition on one side, immense pressure on the other. His rookie year proved that he could withstand the spotlight, delivering strong results against seasoned teammates. It is this early composure, this sense of control behind the wheel, that has sparked the comparison to Alain Prost. For those who recall Prost's calculated brilliance, the resemblance feels almost natural. To understand the weight of the comparison, one must revisit Alain Prost's era at McLaren. Known as the Professor for his precise, methodical style, Prost built his reputation on consistency and intelligence rather than outright aggression. He mastered the art of winning championships by maximizing opportunities, minimizing mistakes, and understanding the dynamics of every race. Between 1984 and 1989, Prost secured 3 of his 4 world titles with McLaren, solidifying his place as one of the sport's greatest tacticians. His duels with Ayrton Senna remain legendary, not only for their intensity, but for how they showcased contrasting approaches to racing. Prost's calm efficiency stood against Senna's fiery aggression, creating a rivalry that defined an era. For McLaren, Prost represented an ideal of balance and strategy. It is this legacy that now serves as the benchmark for Piastri. And while flattering, it places him under the shadow of one of the most respected figures in motorsport history. The comparisons between Piastri and Prost were not born out of coincidence. Observers noted similarities early on: the calm demeanor in interviews, the ability to handle pressure without outward emotion, and the calculated approach on track. Piastri, like Prost, rarely overdrives the car. Instead, he extracts performance by reading the race, conserving when necessary, and striking at the right moment. In a sport where aggressive flair often captures headlines, such measured precision stands out. Journalists, analysts, and even former drivers began to speak of a new Prost emerging at McLaren. For fans, it became a compelling narrative, a young driver embodying the spirit of a legend. Yet, with praise comes expectation. Being compared to Prost is both an honor and a burden, for it invites constant scrutiny of every move. Still, Piastri has remained composed, showing that he understands the importance of acknowledging the past while not being defined by it.
When asked directly about comparisons to Alain Prost, Piastri's answer reflected maturity beyond his years. He acknowledged the compliment, recognizing Prost's legendary status, but made it clear that he does not seek to model himself entirely on another driver. Instead, Piastri emphasized the importance of forging his own identity, of building a career that reflects who he is rather than who he is compared to. He spoke of learning from the sport's history while remaining focused on the present, a perspective that shows both humility and ambition. For Piastri, the comparison is a marker of respect, not a blueprint to follow. His goal is not to be the next Prost, but the first Oscar Piastri, a driver defined by his own achievements, not the shadows of legends past. This response reveals an understanding of the fine balance every young driver must strike: appreciating recognition while staying true to personal growth. McLaren's history plays a significant role in fueling the comparisons. The team has long been associated with legends, from James Hunt to Ayrton Senna, Mika Hakkinen, and Lewis Hamilton. Alain Prost's success within the team remains a reference point for what calm brilliance can achieve in a McLaren seat. By signing Piastri, the team was not just investing in talent but also in continuity with its tradition of excellence. McLaren itself has not shied away from nurturing the narrative, highlighting Piastri's adaptability and strategic mindset. In a sport where legacy often guides expectation, McLaren's heritage creates both opportunity and challenge. For Piastri, driving in Prost's shadow is a reminder of where he stands, at the intersection of history and possibility. The team's support, resources, and culture will shape whether Piastri's trajectory fulfills the prophecy of greatness or simply adds another chapter to McLaren's evolving story. Piastri's strength lies in his remarkable racecraft and ability to remain consistent under varying conditions. Unlike many rookies who struggle with tire management or falter under pressure, he has displayed an instinctive understanding of how to extend performance across a race. His overtakes are clean, his defense disciplined, and his decision-making sharp. These attributes echo Prost's philosophy of maximizing efficiency, proving that winning is not always about raw aggression, but about controlled execution. Analysts have noted how Piastri rarely finds himself in avoidable incidents, a testament to his judgment. This consistency makes him valuable not just for points, but for long-term championship prospects. While he still has areas to refine, his foundation is strong and his growth trajectory is clear. If Prost built a reputation on minimizing mistakes and letting results speak, Piastri is quietly following a similar pattern, whether intentionally or simply by nature of his driving style. As flattering as comparisons may be, they carry weight that can shape a driver's career. For Piastri, being linked to Prost creates a double-edged scenario. Every mistake risks criticism against an idealized standard, while every success is measured against a legend's achievements. This burden is not new in Formula One. Countless drivers have been compared to greats before them, often unfairly. Some thrive under the weight, while others struggle to escape it. For Piastri, the challenge lies in keeping perspective, in ensuring that external narratives do not disrupt internal growth. His measured response to the comparison shows that he understands this dynamic well. Rather than rejecting the narrative, he accepts it as part of the sport, while refusing to let it dictate his path. In a career where mental strength is as vital as speed, this ability to balance recognition and self-definition I prove his greatest asset. The road ahead for Oscar Piastri is filled with both opportunity and challenge. He has shown that he belongs in Formula One, but the sport demands constant evolution. With every race, he gathers experience, sharpens instincts, and builds the resilience needed to fight at the front. Comparisons to Prost may continue, but Piastri's real test lies in how he adapts to changing circumstances, new regulations, and stronger competition. His partnership with McLaren will be central to this journey, as the team continues to climb back toward consistent contention. For fans, watching Piastri develop is to witness the shaping of a potential future champion. Whether he reaches the heights of Prost or carves a different legacy, the early signs are promising. What remains now is time to grow, time to learn, and time to prove that the narrative of his career belongs to him alone. In Formula One, legacies are built not overnight, but over years of relentless competition. Oscar Piastri stands at the beginning of such a journey, already carrying comparisons to one of the sport's greatest minds. Alain Prost's shadow looms large, but Piastri's approach to the narrative reflects maturity, focus, and determination. He has acknowledged the compliment without surrendering his individuality, positioning himself as a driver intent on writing his own story. His strengths, consistency, composure, and calculated racecraft offer a foundation that could indeed carry echoes of Prost, but the future remains unwritten. The parallels may continue, but in the end, Piastri's legacy will not depend on how closely he resembles a legend. It will depend on how he shapes the years ahead, how he transforms potential into achievement, and how he defines himself in the unforgiving world of Formula One. For now, his journey is only beginning, yet already deeply compelling.